Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Arsenal have drawn their game against the Everton 1-1 at the Goodison Park, and you sort of feel that the title challenge is, in a way, it has been done for quite a long time, but there's still a little hope for the Arsenal fans. But you would say, again, you can assume, and the way that Arteta spoke after the game as well, that a title challenge is done for Arsenal. So let's go ahead and talk about this game. I mean, it was again one of those games for Arsenal this season where they were the dominant side. They played good football, I would say, especially in that second half. I think they were by far the better team against Everton, but yet again they were not able to kill the game off. I think this has been one of the biggest problems for Arsenal this season, that they have not been able to put the game to bed. And of course, the issues we all know, it is because they don't really have those that opponent striker up front that they should have had. I think basically the title challenge was done uh, in the transfer window by the Arsenal board, when they did not went ahead and assigned an attacking player when everything was going to shit with their injuries and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was basically done and dusted by then. And today again, I mean, they started the game really well. I think they pressed Everton really hard in the first half. I would say Everton were really good. I have to commend Everton. They have been really good since Moyes is coming. You have seen the difference in Everton's game, and today as well. I think they fought really well in that first half. They did not really attack that much, but they were a lot better in in making sure that Arsenal don't get to attack as much as well. They were, I would say, it was a 50-50 half in that first half, but still, despite all of that, Arsenal go ahead and get the lead. I think it's a very well worked goal. Trossard finishing it off. In that, it becomes 1-0, and you sort of felt like this was gonna be the turning point. I expected that Everton are now, they had to come back, and I thought that was gonna help Arsenal trying to hit them on the counter attack. I think that I really felt that, but it did not happen for Arsenal. And then the controversial decision happened. I think I would say, as an Arsenal fan, I could it is one of those decisions, to be very honest with you. It is like a 50-50. You sort of like, I would say it was not a penalty, and you could say that I'm being biased, and I could easily say that it was a penalty, right? It was one of those things, if I'm being very honest with you. It could easily if the referee does not give that one, and I don't think the VAR gives that one, and but because the referee had given it, I don't think the VAR could have really overruled it. So if anybody has to blame, it has to be the ref. And I have been one of those people who has consistently criticized the refs for their decisions, but I don't think this is one of those where you can really have a go at him, to be very honest with you, because it was like one of those 50-50 ones where it could have easily gone to anybody's favor, and it went towards Everton favor. Of course, it had to go towards Everton favor, because nothing goes against Arsenal's favors when the referees are involved. That's a different topic that I really don't want to go. I have not made a video for about a month because of Ramadan has been there, so I was really busy, so I could not make a video. So it's my after 1 month I'm making a video, so I don't want to have a go at the referees. But as I say, like it was a good game until that the penalty happened. It becomes 1-1. In the second half, Arsenal come back. I think they were by far the better side in the second half. They created a lot of chances in that second half. I think Pickford had a really good game. He made a 3 or 4 tremendous saves. I think the defense, Everton's defense as a whole, I think this is what David Moyes has said. People really thought that Sean Dyche was gonna be the guy, and I don't want to discredit Sean Dyche for the last 2 seasons. He really helped Everton, but as a unit, as a team, the way that Everton are playing since Moyes has come in, it has been miles better than what they were doing under Dyche, especially the defense. I mean, the way that they handled Arsenal's Arsenal's pressure in that second half, it is really commendable. Last ditch tackles and interceptions and all of that, and the way that the way in which the confidence in the way that Everton defense is playing is you cannot really say that it was the same team that was playing in the first half of the season. So David Moyes has done a really terrific job with Everton, and they thwarted Arsenal chances. I mean, Arsenal came at them chance after chance. There were so many chances, and I personally, I really thought that we were going to win, and I thought it was. But as the game went by, you just, as a football fan, there are games when you are miles better than the team you are playing against, and you are creating chance after chance, but you're not able to score the goal, and you just have that inkling, that today is going to be one of those days. And to be very honest, after the 75th minute, I started to get that feeling, that we are gonna get drop the points today yet again. And unfortunately, it happened that we drop points again. A big point for Everton. They I personally think they are safe from the relegation. I don't think they are going to get down, but still there are too many games to go. You need to make sure every single point is valuable for Everton. So it's a big point for them at home against us, especially when they lost against Liverpool in midweek. So it was a big game for them. They had to have a response after that, and they got that response. It was a good game of football. You cannot really, question the game in that regard. But I would say Everton would be really happy with that point, and they got a great point, and they would feel really, happy about that. I think what Everton wanted to do in that game, they were able to do that. In that first half, they went toe to toe with Arsenal, and they got the goal that they needed. It was 0-0 for majority of the game. Then they went behind, and they were still able to, go ahead and get the equalizer. And in the second half, they had to defend a lot more in comparison to the first half, and they defended really well. And I think Moyes would be very happy. For Everton, let's be very honest, because I don't think they are going to get relegated until the end of the season. It is just a learning curve. It is just a stepping stone for Moyes, what he wants to do with his team for next summer. He's just looking out for players. They are just, it is a baseline for Everton, the remaining 7-8 games that we are going to play this season. So whatever they do, I think it is just a build up for what they are going to plan for next summer. So everything that happens, it is a stepping stone for them, and I think they would be really happy with what happened for them. Arsenal, as I said at the start of the video, I think the title is done. Arteta has accepted that as well, and for them as well, for Arsenal, the main goal is, of course, the Champions League. They have to concentrate on that, but they need to finish the season on a brighter note. You cannot be that far or behind Liverpool, and they need to make sure that they finish second. I'll be very honest. If Arsenal don't finish second, I think that is gonna sting a bit to all the Arsenal fans, including me, because that's especially if we don't win the Champions League, I think that would be really bad. But yeah, I don't want to lament a lot into this, because as I said, it's my I'm coming back after a month, so I don't want to go hard on the referees, because but if you see all the, and we are going to talk about this in detail as the season goes on, as the season comes to an end, why Arsenal did not win the league, why Liverpool were able to win the league, and all of that talks going to happen. But for today, it was yet another one of those games where Arsenal could have finished the game if we could, if we had a decent striker up front. No disrespect to Trossard or anyone. They really tried, but we were just not able to do it. And yeah, Arsenal just now have to concentrate on the Champions League. I think Liverpool, it was like 4 wins and a draw before the game started, and now it's become even easier for them because Arsenal have dropped the points. So they would be really happy with that. It's gonna be interesting, and it's gonna be weird to see. I really don't want to see that, but I think Arsenal have to give them a guard of honor, and a fair play that they are gonna win if they are able to win the title before that, which I personally think they are gonna be able to do that. So yeah, a good game of football. Everton would be very happy. Arsenal would be really disappointed, but I don't think it changes that much. We are where we stand where we started before the game. Like nothing has really changed. The main concentration for Arsenal is the Champions League, and I think that is going to be the main goal for Arsenal to go ahead. The next, basically the quarterfinal, then those 5 games is what they have to concentrate on, and I think they would start doing that, especially after what happened today. So yeah, that's it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys think of Arsenal's chances against Madrid in the Champions League. What do you think of today's game? What do you think of the referee's decision as well? And what about Everton? How impressed as an Everton fan are you with what Moyes has done up until now? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.